Let's go, and very poor start indeed. So they're both kind of looking a bit red this year as the Ninjas come across the line, and this time they get confirmation that it is, in fact, Hudson Cooper leading the way from, that's Henry McCartney, of course. Yep. Then it is Kian Booser, Travis Rooker, Darren Booser. Chloe Gleason's recovered from that poor start to come across the line and make up a couple of places there. In fact, I don't think that was Chloe. Chloe, I owe you an apology. I think it was Alfie Garrett who made the mistake at the start. It's just trouble is one of you's 25, one of you's 27, so I didn't quite see the numbers. So
to take the race lead there, he's there in second place just behind the number 217 of Hudson Cooper, who we can't forget, this is his first weekend on the big bike scheme.
Yeah, absolutely. He's with the little, the smaller machinery, not so much horsepower, about 25 horsepower or something like that. So the Ninja in real terms is a big step up, and obviously it's a much bigger bike as well. So he's definitely impressing. He's being run out of the NW Racing Garage there. Nick Weston, who of course runs his son Zach Weston very successfully indeed. That could have been very good indeed, it really would. Travis Rooker with the fastest fast sector time that time round, but second fastest second sector time goes to McCartney there in the third place. And once again, these guys only separated by a few tenths of a second, like 2 tenths of a second there. Darren, sector 1, he's desperately trying to find his way onto the podium and get past Kian Booser there. As the checker flag goes out, he doesn't quite manage it, so it is Henry McCartney ahead of sorry mate, I'll just hand that over in a sec. It's Hudson Cooper who's in second place, then it's Kian Booser, then it's Travis Rooker ahead.
All the classes are doing 12 laps in every single race here, so they'll run out of things before the race is over. That's the race. Come down to Ukraine, Melbourne, for a rival section, you just see it drop down the order there as you mentioned, my friend. So that's a great shape. It does, of course, elevate everybody else in the race. Darren Booser moves past them coming up.
Ben Scott. Okay, we get ready for the first start here.
And away we go then, and that looks like Hudson Cooper, I think, who's going to take the launch. You, Bradley, though I appreciate we're struggling to hear you down there at all, so I'm looking towards the MZs now. We see a haze of blue smoke arise at the back. Let's see who's managed to get the jump in that particular class. I think wait till we get some sector times coming in to give us an idea of how everybody is doing out there. We don't get a sector time first time round, so we'll have to struggle on with that just a little bit now. Onto his son there, but he's just a little bit further back. Izzy Wingate stays where she is. Chloe Gleason making place there, but she's 4 seconds behind Izzy now. Danny Huskinson stays where he is in second of the seniors there. Bray, Rhodes, Swarbrick on 2:04.76. You kind of expect him to be going well. Wait and see how he trips the timing beam, but the last time over the line there were a couple of seconds or so from Andy Wales. 2:05, so these guys are getting a little bit quicker there. They're starting to get into the lap traffic as well. They're starting to catch some of the slower Ninja riders as well, and we do see a challenge on Woodall by Kent there. That's for third place, and that's all about a medal there, Alfie. So he opens up the gap, and he's looking good to pick up a solid medal there. No, did he pick up a medal at the previous round from him? So check a flag, and it's a very happy Hudson Cooper who comes across the line.
Yeah, red lights are on, the rev rise, and out go the lights, and away we go then for this 5-lap race. And it's a good start there, in fact, for the number 257 of Henry McCartney, rookie riders. But Travis Rooker in second place behind the 257 of Henry McCartney, Keith, as we get the MZs underway. So again, Harry Lamcraft was second into Old Hall last time around. He saw
there was definitely Henry McCartney ahead, but we know that Travis Rooker, he knows how to chase, and we proved before that he knows how to set the fastest lap. So I think he wants to go with Henry McCartney. He wouldn't mind a gold medal to add to his collection.
At the moment then for Archie Ormrod at the end of lap number 1. Huskinson, Rhodes, Swarbrick, Gleason, Fisher, Rhodes, Cowie, Clint.
He's clearly getting the experience very rapidly indeed there. Okay.
Got the leaders coming past me now, Keith, in the Ninjas, and it is still Henry McCartney ahead of Travis Rooker. But
looking good for the senior win, but he wants to get on terms with the juniors, because I'm guessing at 18 he's still going to feel like a junior, aren't you, really, Bradley?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, looking at the it was a long time ago for you now.
Even longer for you. Personal best on that previous lap.
Okay, so not quite lap record territory for him then.
This is the last lap, of course, as well, Keith. 4 laps down on this 5 laps.
So was up and okay, and don't know how badly damaged his bike was, but hopefully he'll be absolutely fine and be able to come and play a little bit later there, being run out of the NW Racing team down there, of course, with Zach Weston and the rest of the guys down there. Just watch him come past.
Yep.
Yeah, go on, mate.
Checkered flag has gone out then to 257 Henry McCartney, and it's the fastest lap of the race on that final lap of a 58.645, and that is a new lap record, Keith, for the ACU Team Green Junior Cup. Lights, and off we go towards Old Hall Corner there, and it's a bit of fresh air underneath the front wheel of Travis Rooker there, but to Henry McCartney on the 257, it's going to be relatively unchallenged for 30. A senior now, former runner-up in the British Junior Supersport Championship a couple of years ago. Looks like he's trying to mount the challenge already on Travis Rooker, but let's not forget that he was starting at the back of the grid earlier on today, had a lot of traffic to punch his way through, but now he's right there and he can go with the leaders.
Yeah, he's certainly doing what he can there. I can't quite make out the colours from this distance, mate, but certainly some...
17 Hudson Cooper making up 17 positions on the first lap there. So Hudson Cooper back out onto the circuit, making his way all the way up to 4th position from the back of the Team Green Junior and Seniors.
Pick that up when they get to you, mate.
Yeah, no worries. I'll keep an eye on that one there. I'm just watching the rest of the Ninjas make the way through there. So McCartney ahead of Hudson Cooper now. 57.8 is the lap record.
Yeah. So he's very close. Obviously, we know the Team Green Junior lap record has been taken away from Charlie Farah. Stage left. We're unfortunately concentrating on this battle at the front, which is coming across the hill. What a surprise, they're 2 abreast now, and I think Lewis is that Lewis in front? It's a blur of colour here, mate. I think, hold on a minute, get a little bit closer to my eyesight. Yep, that's Lewis out in front. No, it's not, it's, oh, hang on, the 2 rookie bit. No, I'm not quite sure who's in front now. I think that's
one of them is.
Third. A little bit more lucid than that, but I won't discuss that right now. Still waiting for those youngsters to come over the top once again. I do apologise to the MZ fans out there. But this is a great scrap between these three. And well, it's a great scrap between the top three and the MZs as well, isn't it, Bradley? They must be nearly back with you as well, aren't they?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They're going through Lodge at the moment. They're coming back into my side any moment now. You can see they're hugging that inside white line.
The youngsters have decided they're sick of playing on the tarmac. They go for a bit of grass instead. One of them is up, wandering away very rapidly. The other one is on his knees, wandering away very rapidly. So you're going to see two of the ninjas going down. He's crawling away from his bike, so he's obviously not too badly hurt, just a little bit winded. Didn't quite see what caused that incident. But it's going to give the crews down here something to worry about.
Ninja's back across the line there, Keith. I think the two riders who haven't gone through into the second sector there would be Ruben Bray and number 27 machine of Alfie Garrett.
It's Alfie Garrett's machine. It's the white bike. I can see, I recognise Alfie's. Have a look at a rerun. So the red flags have gone out, so you might as well call the results there, mate.
So as they came across the line then, it was Henry McCartney ahead of Hudson Cooper by 0.038 of a second, so 38 one-thousandths of a second.
First race started, pretty clean to be there. Up playing over, we're going to tell these kids to hurry up, that's for sure. Over the line they go. The absolute tail of the ball, Michigan overhead camera there. Who's got the best slipstream? Oh, nobody's going to use one. No, got to try. Oh, yeah. Well deserved. Absolutely.
tell you what, he knows the importance of a good start, doesn't he? He absolutely flies off the line. Apparently it's Caleb's second one, and Alex had the tights in the head on his end. If it's the other rookie of Lucas King. It looks like a pair of rookie, but we do know that Henry McCartney, also in orange, but Henry did start from the third row, so he's going to have that little bit of a handicap. Not very nicely indeed. I'm trying to see who we're missing. And we're missing King. Lucas King's gone missing, mate. That's what it might have been. So Lucas King, who was third on the grid, I think poor old Lucas has gone down the outside of the, just a couple of the very top. Unfortunately, King's gone out of the race. Bingley didn't start the race. The MZ race, we're going to wait as well on that lap. That looks like it's all settled down now as Lily drops to the back of the field. We wait for the MZs to come round. Now, the gap between Andy Wales and Alex Mann, he's onto a bronze medal position. Behind him, they've got a battle there between Marshall Stone and Swarbrick.
Yeah, the rain flag is out, chap.
Right.
Rain flag is out.
Okay, so they're getting the warning. They're getting the...
Come past on the exit of Williams.
Okay.
Chicken flag is out for the race winner. Let's find out who it is that's coming up to start finish straight.
That's going to be Lewis Jones. I think that's the number 30 machine.
Lewis.
Doesn't look as though it's happening, does it? As the ninjas are underway. Ninjas are underway there. Hudson Clark Cooper, he's got another bite of the cherry there, and it looks like he may take the whole shot again in this rerun. As Pete Woodall in the MZ has got his machine started there. Looks like the number 74 of Kevin Lane. Unfortunately, the man from Derbyshire, he will not take the start of the MZs. But the ninjas all safely through Redgate on this first lap, so they'll be making their way around Hollywood, down Craner Curve. So
MZ's underway as well. And I see that Chris
Arnie with the fluorescent yellow rear wheel and the orange bit for the number 83 of Arnie Carr. He's just lost that third position now to the white and pink Kawasaki of number 40 Archie Ormrod. Kian Booter in fifth position ahead of Carter Huskinson. Travis Rooker drops 3 positions. Very much of a battle there. Lewis Jones has closed up in the final lap here, but always an MZ in the mix here with the battle for third place. Archie Ormrod has the advantage at the moment, but Arnie Carr just sits him up. He takes third position now overall. Archie Ormrod, he won't be happy with that. We're looking now towards the final corner as Hudson Cooper will come across the line to take the victory in this opening race, but Ormrod goes wide, tries to carry the momentum, carry the corner speed around Goddard's on this final lap, but Arnie Carr, I believe, has enough in hand to take third position overall, and I think it's safe to say he's very happy with that.
Well, you can't blame the lad at all. First time out in a big bike, finished third overall.
To the lights for the ACU Team Green Juniors and Seniors, and away they go, racing towards Redgate. And again, it's another good start from the 217 of Hudson Cooper. I think he will go into the first corner, leading the charge ahead of the number 30 of Lewis Jones. So in towards Redgate they go. It is Hudson Cooper who leads from Lewis Jones. And didn't quite see who that was there in third place. They all do get bunched together, especially in this particular class. But racing now down Hollywood in towards Craner Curves for the first time of 5 go the ninjas. For the MZs, of course, it's not uncommon for the quicker of the ninjas to we've got a rider down in the MZs actually there from the mid-pack. Someone down at Redgate, and yellow flags will be waving as our ninjas make their way up towards Coppice on this opening lap. But the rider is up and perfectly okay.
Outside line, it's fast, but I think he's going to go deep. He's going to get him. That's a great move. Goes a little bit wide. Jones cuts straight back. They're going to go through Hollywood there. Oh, it's going to be so hard to tell them apart because it's the twisty Craner Curves. The two of them locked together as they go down through the Craner Curves. This takes a lot of bravery, but when you're their age, it ain't too difficult to find some of that stuff. Down into the old hairpin we go then, and all the time Ormrod is ready to pounce if any of them make a mistake. Up towards Starkey's Bridge, their nose to tail. I can't quite tell which one's in front from this distance, mate.
That's Jones leading the way.
It is still Jones, you reckon? Cool.
Lewis Jones, Arnie Carr, we can see the fluorescent yellow rear wheel. Even at this distance, there is a make
with
the way.
Your eyes you can, mate.
Out of McLean's and racing up towards Coppice now. We're going to get the first sector times coming through very shortly. It's personal best for Jones. Carr and Ormrod go yellow in that first sector, and that's to say that they're not doing personal best or the fastest of the race so far as they make their way out of Coppice. Down the back straight we go then. It's a 1 minute 50.7 on that previous lap then for Carr. 0.4 of a second quicker than Lewis Jones, but Jones second quicker than Lewis Jones, but Jones does have this advantage as they go out of the chicane. In fact, it's Arnie Carr who's leading the way, but Jones just about sneaks up the inside on the run down to the braking zone from the Melbourne Loop. Archie Ormrod's decided that now it's go time, and he's on the rear wheel now of Arnie Carr, but Number 30, Lewis Jones, just about keeping the youngsters at bay. There is an MZ that will not come into play, so this will go all the way down.
Challenge. Yep. Surely he's going to go for the inside. It's going to be Arnie Carr. Can he do this?
Will he upgrade himself?
He goes to the inside. He was going to take the juniors anyway. Can he get the overall win?
Lewis
Jones is off. Jones goes off unassisted. Lewis tips it over a bit too much, falls off the side, and it is Arnie Carr who takes an incredible win. That is absolutely amazing stuff. Lewis, as he hurt his arm by... Let's go from red to green, and we are away racing. Oh, that was a bad start by somebody on the third row.
Billy Carter, number 185. Billy Carter there is definitely a bit of fresh air underneath the front wheel there, wasn't it? But
yep, messy. Okay, down into the first corner, and is that young Arnie who's gone away well? I think it is a rookie bib out in front, isn't it?
You said there's quite a few rookie bibs out there, isn't there? You got Arnie Carr, Hudson Cooper, Billy Carter, all with the orange bibs. But Lewis Jones, bike number 30, the first of the seniors on the grid there. Good to see that Lewis Jones is out there on circuit as the MZs get underway, and it's Alexander Mann who seems to have made the initial jump there ahead of the number 85 of Andy Wales. So running down now towards Redgate. It's a relatively long drag there for these MZs, isn't it? From the all the back of the grid. But it is Alexander Mann, the red machine with the white crash helmet and the black leathers, number 69, former champion in this MZ class is Alexander Mann. He takes the whole shot and he takes the running of the MZ pack as he goes around Redgate, down Hollywood, through Trader Curve for the first time of asking. But already the leaders of the ACU Team Green Ninjas are out of Coppice and onto the back straight, and it is the number 83 of Arnie Carr who is credited with the race lead at this stage, but down the back straight. And on these machines, that slipstream is so important, isn't it?
Yeah, these, and of course the MZs, the slower the machine, the more important the slipstream is. You don't have the power to punch past people, but to slipstream somebody, you've got to be close enough to them. And right now, it looks like young Arnie Carr is making sure nobody is close enough to him. James Lord is our reigning LMW Contractors rookie champion there. I've just looked up his paperwork.
Bloomfield runner-up?
Bloomfield was third. Okay.
Billy Carr,
that's right, yep. He made the terrible start there, so he's not backing it up with some great laps at the moment, so he's needs to sort himself out there.
Well, if anything, it did an impressive stoppie at the end of the warm-up lap, so, you know, pros and cons.
The best advantage as the leaders in the 400s make their way over the top there. So where are we? Fastest man on the track so far, Lewis Jones, 150.1. So we know there's more time to come. But these three, this really is classic chuck a blanket over the three of them stuff, isn't it? There's nothing between that trio and two juniors and one senior.
It's funny, isn't it? You can imagine a few years ago when Lewis Jones and Ash Barnes were having their battle for the championship of the juniors, that the seniors in that race would be thinking, these kids won't get out of the way. And now the shoe's on the other foot, isn't it? Lewis Jones is a senior. It's like, these kids.
Yeah. Very rapid R1. MZ's making their way up towards Goddard's once again. And I have to say, there's the usual close slipstreaming battle. We've got a few battles going on down through the field, notably Woodall and Rogers.
I'm hoping
she's dropped back by a couple, so that's a battle of the Isabels there as well. Huskinson, Booster, no great changes all the way down the order. Rest of the runners and riders come along, pushing on as hard as they dare. Pretty much follow the leader though, all the way down through the field. Certainly as the leaders in the Ninjas go down into the Melbourne Loop one last time.
Arnie of the inside. Arnie has the lead, but Hudson once again
the cutback.
Oh, side by side as it come out of Melbourne, and on the drag up towards.
Cooper's going to go for it. I'm sure he's going to have a squeeze.
He has to.
He's going to go late. Can we see him? What's happening there, mate?
That rear end was all over the place as it went in towards Goddard's, but he's got it done, and Lewis Jones watching it all unfold in front of him, but it's a drag to the line, and Hudson Cooper, he knows he's got it in the bag, and he takes victory over Arnie Carr. Again, it's probably not even as...
Hang out of the sucker and wait the thing. Anyway, we've got a race to talk about here. Let's see if this gets underway. Who we got launching away?
Good start there from Hudson Cooper.
I think it's Hudson Cooper.
Yeah.
A little Hudson. There's
absolutely
not a lot of Hudson to launch on the line, to be fair.
No, Lewis Jones there was pole position. He's in second position, but of course he will have number 83 Arnie Carr.
Yeah, the very impressive Arnie there, been doing a fantastic job. See a little bit of twitching there. Oh, now Woodall, did he get away quickly there? Rogers is away well too. Mann seemed to get a bit of fresh air under his front wheel, but he still got away extremely well, and he heads down. I'm just going to lead the field down into Redgate for the first time as the rest of them make their way across the top there and disappear off.
Hudson Cooper is out in front there. Archie Ormrod, I can see them fluorescent pink wheels for the number 40 of Archie Ormrod in around about 3rd or 4th place. Going to go over the top then in towards Coppice. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, about 7 riders who are all in the mix there, so no one breaking away in these very early stages as we come down the back straight then, where the slipstream is so important on these Ninja 400s. But in towards the S as we go then through the right, over to the left, over to the right hand side, and it is Hudson Cooper. Archie Ormrod ahead of Travis Rooker for 2nd and 3rd place, but here comes Arnie Carr on that number 83
Wow.
bike. He was 4th, he's now 3rd on the brakes in towards the Melbourne Loop there, and Lewis Jones trying to follow suit as well up the inside of Travis Rooker and then Andy Wales there. They're battling for the race lead, but they're Chris Rogers in 3rd place. Is there quite a little bit of time there, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. No, we're used to seeing the likes of Woodall, Rogers up there with the Wales and the Mans of the world. Man fighting straight back on Andy Wales up the inside of Goddards. I wish we could see into that corner, mate. I really do. There's been so much action at that corner this weekend. There's Andy Wales who comes out in front. He does indeed. Well done, Andy Wales. That's brilliant stuff behind him. Darren Booser, Isabel Wingate, Danny Huskinson, and then Marshall Baker, Stone, Gleeson, Garrett, Champion, Kling, Swarbrick, Scott and Fisher rounding out your top 10. MZ's is going to be, well, it was Wales and Mann last time. Let's see, are they side by side down at the bottom there? They're certainly coming out of the Melbourne Loop, and it is Wales over Mann once again, and Mann's not in a position to challenge. Wales goes a little bit defensive, but I don't think he's going to compromise his line too much. Behind them, though, that is where the real scrap is.
Not this time around.
I don't think he would. No, he needed to be a little bit closer to him to make that move, I think. But you're right, he was 0.9 of a second back. There was 1.5 seconds covering the top four bikes across the line last time. It's now down to 0.9 of a second because Ormrod's brought that into within 0.2 of a second. So it's no change at the top. Carter does go past on Rooker for 4th place in the rookies. We've got some back markers maybe coming into play as well. Some of the slower bikes for each end of the field might be getting caught very shortly indeed. And Danny Huskin has indeed got past
Ryder down at Redgate there. Sorry, Keith. Ryder is up and perfectly okay. Looks like one of the rookie riders. But Ryder is up and perfectly okay. Yellow flag's waving on the entrance in towards Redgate, so no overtaking there as the number 27 and 25 of Alfie Garrett and Chloe Gleeson.
Booser, Kate Booser and Huskinson. Huskinson and Darren Booser still very close indeed. Isabel Wingate just behind them. She's moved up a place as well. It looks like Billy Carter dropping down, of course. Here's the battle in the MZ. It's going to be 1 lap to go. Now, can Andy Wales put one over on his championship rival? That's the big question, of course. Well, these guys are making their way out of the Melbourne Loop for one last time. They're not going to be involved in any lapping, so such is their pace. Then comes that big battle behind them as well. That's MZ Racing, that battle for 3rd place. We've got 5 bikes, 3 abreast, are we? No, 2 abreast at Loop. Yeah, Pete Woodall's involved there. I think Chris Rogers in the mix somewhere as well. Who's going to pick up a medal here? That's going to be the typical one.
That's Caleb Wright out in front at the moment there, but Pete Woodall again looking for the inside as the Ninjas come back into our side, and it's Hudson Cooper who has the advantage to go in towards the Melbourne Loop. Arnie Carr up next in 2nd, and Lewis Jones up the inside of Archie Ormrod to take 3rd overall. Of course, he's still 1st of the seniors, but he wants to beat the guys around him, no doubt about it.
Oh, no. He's not that much younger than them, of course, or older than them, I should say. And Ormrod fights straight back, so it looks like a junior 1, 2, 3 here if Ormrod can get that bike turned, and he's certainly proved that in the past. Oh, he has a bit of a twitch on the way out. Lewis Jones is going to pull alongside as over the line. It is indeed Cooper who takes the win from Carr. That's a very close race, 0.3 of a second between them. Ormrod, Jones.
Practice starting is a big thing. Oh, I'll tell you what, Hudson Cooper's been making those practice starts. Absolutely right there. He wants to have a quick like Cooper and Lewis Jones. His only car is only 3 positions already for the 83. It will be orange with right. And the ACU team really Lewis Jones right there with us on the number 30. Trying to see the course is Lewis. At the end, does now make the way around the weekend. And look. There's a Cole Cooney making his way to Zurich, Frederickson. Yeah. Across the lead, back the right spot And we've got a red flag on the centre on the right as we want to interrupt it. We have got a red flag and that is our
the all-important critical start, and we're away, as it is indeed the 96 machine of Chris Kent getting pushed back and right off the track, clearly out of harm's way and making the bike safe all on their own. It's one of our smaller riders, so they're struggling just a little bit as the MZs get underway. Chris, Caleb Wright, John Ashby, Gary Howard, Pete Woodall, Williams, Lewis and Turner is the rest of the order as the leaders in the Ninjas make their way under the bridge at the bottom of the mountain. Once racing against getting confirmation of that. Wait to see if Nicky Williams away. It's going to give our recovery crews to scoop up them. We get on with the 12 lap 600 race. You thought of coming back to the 600s at all in any way, shape or form, Lewis?
Yeah, obviously it's always based on the financial side of racing. The riders down coming up to
you're right, you spotted that one, yep. Wait and see who we've lost in a moment. Not quite sure where they've come from.
Oh, sorry, Keith, red flag. Looks like a red flag now.
Yeah, looks like the second time today, red flag, unfortunately for these guys.
Go the lights and away we go then, racing towards Coppice, and again that looks like good for that the green flag at the back then, so all eyes to the lights and away we go, and it will be number 85 of Andy Wales who'll be looking to repeat his pace before the red flag went out, but it is going to be at number 69 Alexander Mann.
well as Andy Wales brings away a little bit closer this time. Alexander Mann similar gap back to Nick Woodall and
quicker almost, and Hudson Cooper and Travis Rooker, so the four-way battle for the lead then. They've got a 3.2 second advantage over Keith Ramsey. Left, right, flicks, all four men on towards the head as well. No, we can go right.
In just a moment's time, and it's a good start there from Hudson Cooper from the middle of row number 2. He's side by side already without Archie Ormroyd. Hudson Cooper is already in the race lead.
He was in the race lead briefly, but I think Archie Ormroyd has taken these wet weather conditions like a duck to pancakes, mate. He has slipped into the front and he is heading the field as they go up the straight. The other guys are working the slip 3D Wales in third, and already there's a little bit of a breakaway from Pete Woodall there in fourth place as they come down the hill, and we've got an about braking attempt there. And that is Albright actually going up the inside. I think it might have been Arnie Carr who was leading the way, so he did get the better of his rival at the top end. And now Albright's coming under pressure for that Carr and Hudson Cooper. I think this is a great little scrap. Watch the three of them. They're going to come back into view at the bottom of the mountain, and somebody's lobbed it out of the gooseneck there as well. Not quite sure who that is. Somebody's not going to come across the line, but they're right into danger zone. They're being called out by the marshals to get away from the bike because they ain't picking it up and going anywhere in a hurry. So all happening out here at the moment, guys. So I've watched the MZs down the hill and out of the chicane, and I think it's sort of Ryan out in front by a good margin. Yeah, I think it could well be. I'll marshal step the bike out there. Let me know who doesn't come across right left.
Bend section, so through the right, and then back over to the left before the hairpin. Right, on the number 27 of Alfie Garrett, but here they come out of Barnum across the start-finish line once more.
Cooper is first there. Looks like him and Arnie Carr have got about 2 or 3 bike lengths ahead of him.
As soon as we start to see it next time round, I think. They look like Cooper and maybe Carr, I think, were leading in Ormroyd. Might still be the same way Archibald and Arnie.
It's their 2:05. Travis Rooker. Isabel Wingate is only a 10th of a second away as well. So we've got a battle of 6 now. Keith Ramsey has just dropped to 1.5 seconds adrift now from the number 125 of Isabel Wingate. But Travis Rooker was purple in sector number 1, and Alfie Garrett was purple in sector number 2.
They had to push off the line there yesterday, this is, and she seems to be able to get it up against the fence. So she basically had to drop the bike on the grass and Clanbroke defends by herself. Any idea what happened to the bike that time at all, Lewis?
I think she, well, possibly, I'm not sure. She set off from the grid. She got to just where the dotted lines were at the end of pit lane. She was to pull up, but it doesn't look like she could get it to the steel fence, so she just left it on the barriers and moved over the barrier and kept herself safe, which is obviously what we have to do to keep ourselves safe.
Yes, doing damage there. And the aerodynamics, right? Lost the lead now.
Close that gap that it was over the line last time, so now looks like there's a four-way battle for the lead.
Old Ride would desperately like to win this one. He's had some bronzes, he's had the odd silver, but he's certainly not had a top spot this year, so that would be brilliant for him if he can make it.
This is the last lap as well, isn't it? So there's a relatively big gap there from what it was as they went in towards the Hall Bend section. So it's Arnie Carr who takes victory by 1 second over Hudson Cooper. And
We're about to get the 400 race underway. Somebody's got an interesting way of starting a race. I think we're going to see a jump start for one of our rookie riders. 5-second penalties given out before as the MZs get underway, and it is Alex Mann who's away very sharply indeed. He, I think, is going to lead them. Pete Woodall is right. Of course, the senior is Jones.
Cooper is out in front at the moment, leading the way overall and in the juniors. Then it is Lewis Jones, and that looks like the number 7 machine of Travis Rucker, Formula 400s. And that, of course, was on the ZX4R Kawasaki, but this time around he's on the Ninja 400, the parallel twin.
Yep, a little bit of a difference in the bike there, but clearly the youngster's got some good talent there. Serious.
He's not on the grid sheet either, and is showing as being in qualifying.
Okay, I wonder what's happened to Darren there, because neither Darren or his son are shown on the screen either here, of course. His son, Kian Bemsee, yeah, they're both very quick riders, and I don't quite know what's happened there as the leaders come across the line. And yeah, they've gone past Jamie Fox there, and Alex Mann now 2.3 seconds to the good over Pete Woodall. Chris Kent, unfortunately, a little bit further back again, and is he having a bit of a lonely race there, Chris? I know John Ashmeter, they definitely have something to argue about there. Caleb Wright about half a second back, so that's the main battle in the MZs at the moment. Chris Rogers another 5 seconds or so back, but out in front, quickest man on the track once again, a 2:17.1 there for Hudson Cooper. So it'd be interesting to see what Jones can do now and being repositioned there. So I'm wondering if we've lost somebody. I can't see anybody. No, there we go. Is that the 21 machine that's gone missing somewhere there, mate?
21 will be Jack Wolf in the MZs.
Yeah, looks like he has dropped off the board here, so didn't hear anything on the radio, but unfortunately Jack Wolf's gone AWOL.
Yeah, Hudson Cooper's retaliating to the challenge being posed by Travis Rucker because he's gone purple in sector. Number 1, and has pulled out a further 3/10. So the gap is back up to over a second now as we look.
Obviously the senior championship's still a long way away. We don't know what's happened to Darren Booth or indeed Kian. It'll be interesting to see if we can find somebody who can give us the inside scoop there. And again, we do welcome people coming up to have a chat with us, whether it be riders, team owners or whatever. If you want to come and have a quick chat, particularly if your team, your race is on the track, feel free to come and join us. We love a little bit of inside gossip from people in the paddock who know exactly what's going on. How it works there, can't remember. Anyway, what I do know is we've got a race underway. And away we go, pole position again, that's going to be Hudson Cooper. He's off to a very solid start. In the Ninjas make their way to Agostini's for their first time of 5 out of Agostini's we go. And well, I'm going to say it's a rookie vest of Hudson Cooper in front, but there's a rookie vest everywhere. That's Lewis in third, is it? Is that the colour scheme? I can't.
Yes.
Your eyesight's better than mine, mate.
Yeah, that's Lewis Jones up in the third place ahead of Travis Rucker, but the man, young man in second position is that one from Beverly. That's Arnie Carr.
The impressive Arnie Carr. Yeah, we need to catch up with Arnie at some point. Say hello to him. He's been on the podium first or second in every single race he's ever competed in so far in his very young life. So, but I think Archie's overtaken him now, and I wouldn't be surprised at the end of this weekend he'll be down to 5th, and maybe even Isabel Wingate can catch him as well. So
looking for an inside, but I don't think he's close enough there, is he? No, he's just thinking about it, maybe just sizing up that option for later on in the race. But we are on to the penultimate lap. Lewis Jones, but Lewis is there, as is Arnie Carr, but no opportunity for an overtake as they go in towards Murray's round the left-hander, and Hudson taking a look over his left shoulder there actually. Pitboard goes out for the team NWR of Hudson Cooper, number 217. he leads and can't get much tighter to the pit wall than what he is. But in the course car there, with it was a great experience actually.
Yeah, Mr. Hill giving you a quick lap there, giving you an idea of what you're talking about there, and he does know his way around here rather well, doesn't he? Okay, Cooper leads, coming in the back of Cassidy's Jones, then Carr, no change at all between the three of them. Very hard to tell who's doing what. They're still very close though.
Hudson just about held on to it, I think there. Yeah. I mean, look at the riding style. He's onto the three wide.
Whoa, up to the bomb hole. They're literally three abreast. That's going to be an exciting bit. Wish we had some live onboard footage of that. That was desperately close. Really, really exciting stuff. Can you tell which one of them come out?
Looks like Arnie Carr is the man leading the way. It is. So Arnie Carr ahead of, that's Lewis Jones in second place, and then it is Hudson Cooper in third. So looks like Hudson Cooper just trying a little bit too much, trying to force the issue there, and ran onto the high side of the rumble strip, but he's there in third position now. But in the meantime, number 83, Arnie Carr, is going to come across the line to take the victory ahead of Lewis Jones and Hudson Cooper, second in class, third overall.
All good indeed.
Travis Rooker next up across the line, and just looking from our commentary box here, overlooking the grid up towards Riches. The sky's getting a little bit darker, so it's most definitely coming this way, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I think we're going to be feeling the full force of Mother Nature at some point in the not too distant future, I think is the phrase we need to use there, mate.
Well, Ruben Brave rounds out the top five. There goes Archie Ormrod ahead of, was that Rafferty? It was Harry Rafferty, sixth position in class, seventh overall.
Get ready to go. We'll have a bit of a conversation about that. Oh, 1-1-2, I think might have been a little bit optimistic. Is that the same lad from yesterday? Ruben, wasn't it? Yeah, Ruben Bray. Well, to be fair to Ruben, he nailed it early yesterday. It wasn't quite such a good jump today, but Ruben made the jump yesterday and third, fourth, because the leader, Alexander Mann, has already got a good lead into Hamilton. That's going to be around about 2-3 seconds, maybe. Fantastic. What can you see of the ninjas there, mate? Getting anything on the screens?
Yeah, well, it looks like as they went in towards segment number 2, it's crediting number 83, Arnie Carr, with the race lead, but they threw the right-hander now off the bomb hole and racing towards Corrams, and it's hard to tell from the pictures there, but as we look at, it's a breakaway trio. And
exactly HD we're playing with, that's for sure.
No, it certainly isn't. That is Hudson Cooper, who's back. He's in second position there. We can tell from the riding style there from number 217. He pretty much hides underneath the bike as they go through the left-hander of Murray's. But I suspect that's number 83, Arnie Carr, who is leading the way as the Hudson Cooper pulls out of the slipstream. No, it's Lewis Jones who is out in front, but yeah, Lewis Jones, who's not quite as short as what he was when we first met him. It's not working in his favour, it seems, and he loses out as they go towards Bridges. So Hudson Cooper leads across the line by less than a tenth of a second over the first of the seniors. That's number...
Man, he really has got this one nailed this weekend.
Yeah, how?
Yeah, I know, exactly. How is not a bad asked question at all. Maybe some of the others caught a gust of wind or something like that. Got no idea at all. But they are absolutely flying away at the front there. Those top three really going to be arguing over the entire lap. What do you say there, Jeremy? Who's that? Sorry,
Arnie Carr took two of them into Oggies. That's not easy, is it?
No, getting one into Oggies is difficult. I wish I'd seen that move, to be fair. I was saying yesterday at the presentation there, Jeremy, that young Arnie Carr, you know, we get these youngsters who come along and impress us, but young Arnie's only been with us for a couple of rounds because he missed the first few rounds of the year. But every single race so far, and I stress so far, but he's had 10 races, he's been first or second in every single race, and he's racing against some kids who've been around a little bit longer. Talk about there from Hudson or Lewis, quite talented blur of colour, isn't it?
That's Arnie Carr who led them across the line. Lewis Jones again looking for the inside.
Fair way to go before we're worrying about the lap record, but I think the weather conditions, the wind, might not really be in our favour at the moment. What's happening out there into Oggies, mate? Who's leading there? Is it still Arnie?
Yeah, so for the first time this race, the same guy who led across the line still leads as they go onto the back straight. They're into the right-hander of Williams now. Arnie Carr, Lewis Jones, Hudson Cooper. That's the top three.
Incident as well, so a few less bikes than we had at the start there, but definitely at the front of the field. The top three there, they all go yellow this time, which is almost a surprise.
Yeah, they're coming around Corrams now, and that looks as though it's Lewis Jones in second position, just looking out for that Dayglow rear wheel, and that's Arnie Carr in third place, and Hudson Cooper, he leads the way now. So Hudson Cooper out on Lewis Jones, but to no avail, doesn't pull it off this time around.
Okay, so Carr drops to third place there. The three of them once again separated by quite a gap this time. Actually, they came across the line separated by 0.4 of a second, so in relative terms that's a huge gap compared with where they were less than a tenth of a second before.
Here comes that battle for fifth place, and that's Archie Ormrod, Alfie Garrett, Harry Rafferty up next. I think it's Harley Baker and Izzy Wingate in that order. Yes, it is. So they were separated by only around 0.7 of a second as well, Keith.
Yeah, not a lot covering those kids either, and again, they're all battling for personal pride.
Final lap, so it could well be a dogfight between the two youngsters at the front. Hudson Cooper has the advantage over Arnie Carr, but they're going through Williams now, and Arnie will be tucked in tight in the slipstream.
Well, Lewis Jones is not an idiot. He's raced these bikes. He'll know that he's got a comfortable lead in the seniors, of course. And what he's doing this weekend is he's closing that gap to Darren Booster at a great rate of knots. Obviously, it looked like it was pretty much all over Rover after Cadwell, where unfortunately Lewis destroyed his own bike. But he's got another hold on another bike, and Darren and his son Kian are not here this weekend, so he's making hay while the sun shines, basically.
So leading two in the Ninjas are going through the left and the right of Brundles and Nelsons, but there is an MZ that may come into play.
Yeah, absolutely. I was watching that MZ. I was wondering if they had the pace to catch him before the end of the lap, and it could well be in the twisty bits. Yeah, here comes the MZ into Corums now, so I wouldn't be surprised if they land on him at Murray's. We'll wait and see. Hopefully won't have anything. I know. Hopefully he'll get through. Actually, it'll be a straight line pass. That'll be brilliant. So it has no effect to play, no part to play in this race as far as the overall result. I think they're going to catch him before the line. There's a little ninja, a little bit quicker than the MZs. Here they go up the front straight. Yep, they're slipstreaming each other against the wall. Here we go then, over the line, and it is yet another win for Hudson Cooper. Arnie Carr finishes just .154, gets the fastest lap of the race with a 16.895. Not quite enough. Jones there, third place. He rolls out of it a bit because he does a 2.19 on that last lap, but he knows he's got 25 points in his kitty. That the second place of the seniors is way down at 11th place. That'll be Michael Stone there. Travis Rooker does indeed finish in 4th, and then we're waiting for that battle between Ormond Garrett, Lee Baker and Wingate.
Coming across the line, it is Alfie Garrett, number 27, who gets the better of Archie Ormond. Then a bit.
And I suggest you look at the fourth race is Ruth Bright certainly going to have it of doing those, and I think you suddenly there's the other line, Knight Wilson. So through they go. That's definitely Arnie Carr in second position. Looks like Lewis Jones is there in third behind Hudson Cooper, who leads the way. Again, it sounds like quite a beat up for the four guys, so hopefully staff. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see it still next year. What have you got there, mate? And the Swedish rider, number 7, Travis Rooker, trying to go with the trio here. Hudson Cooper leads the way from Lewis Jones, so the 217 leads number 30. Maybe on somewhere around the circuit by now, I'm sure. And the leader is come across the line, coming by .064. Oh wow, that battle behind us going on. The lead back, right? That's the right of it, covered by maybe 2 seconds. The 5 second gap is up 9 seconds that gap. Our two ahead of Taylor Bright. Chris Rogers is third there, and again is half a second covering the next couple. So these second juniors at the moment, and it's only 7 plays more because we do have 2 seniors in there somewhere. And of course Lewis Jones and Michael Stone is the next senior, and then Beckford goes to PB, so we're going to be very close when they come round to course. Again, I think he's going to be just a little roll here. The third team for Jones, and he has rolled out, and he's going to be taken. Hudson has the advantage at the moment, but Arnie Carr's right there. He's going to try now break and go to the inside in towards Torres. That's a block pass. But Hudson Cooper has got the cut back, and he will have the momentum as well, but it looks pretty much side by side. Hudson Cooper says he's a little bit lighter, has a little bit more momentum as they come out of Murray. It's not the start finish one, but Arnie Carr is going to slip through, and he goes to the feet as well as punching the earth, he's got to the line.
And has not yet finished off the silver medal podium or even a win. So it'll be interesting to see what the youngster can do here against, let's face it, the champion-elect Hudson Cooper. Another great result for Nick Weston. This will be his 3rd championship in a row with the youngsters. Okay, the revs rise, a little bit of creeping there, and it is going to be Hudson Cooper who gets away best of all. Everybody is cleanly off the line, including Isabel Wingate. And we go charging down into paddock for the first time. So you keep an eye on them, mate. I'm going to keep an eye on the MZs, who are going to get going in just one moment. Alex Mann leading quite comfortably. It's his main challenge in the championship, coming from Andy Wales. But unfortunately, Andy injuring himself there. So he's going to be taking no further part in the series as far as I'm aware, which is a great shame because he comes here with a 158-point gap. And I think if Andy Wales doesn't score, that means he's going to leave here with a 184-point gap, which will be the championship. So this could be a championship win here for Alex Mann as the leaders in the Ninjas come across the line. It's Cooper from Carr, from Marshall, Bray, Booser, Baker, Ormrod, King, Marshall, Booser, Ormrod, Garrett, Wingate, Rooker, who's made up a few places, 9 places there for Travis. No, Caleb Wright, of course. So I'm getting my rights mixed up. There we go. Here come the MZs. And there's Woolley doing what he can to hold on. Here course, the man who just won the Paul Hogan Trophy. And this time they are separated by 0.3 of a second, so Woolley is pushing on very hard there as Cooper comes across the line ahead of Carr. And again, PB this time for Cooper, 54.973, but 54.968 for Carr.
Yeah, they're only about half a second or 0.6 of a second away from the lap record, but Hudson Cooper still leads Arnie Carr, who just runs onto the other side of the rumble strip there, onto the green on the exit of Graham Hill Bend. And there's a good fight here as well between the number 7, the Swedish rider of Travis Rucker, and the 112 of Ruben Bray, and that is for 4th position.
Greg Marshall coming on quite strong there as well. He's also setting some decent lap times there. He's in the 54.9s as well, and that of course is the very hot pace. In fact, that was his best lap the lap before. So he's almost into the toe there. Again, they're coming up on one of the slower riders and to Paddock Hill Bend. It looks like Cooper is through safely, but unfortunately for Carr, he does indeed get held up. We're on the last lap as well, so that, I'm afraid, has got to be all over Rover. Surely there for Arnie Carr. He's obviously had a cunning plan for the last lap.
In the MZs, Kev Woolley is through on Alex Mann as they go in towards Surtees now. So the 85 of Kev Woolley, who, as you said there, Keith, just won the YPM race, just won the Paul Hogan Memorial Trophy. He is leading the way in what I believe could well be his first MZ race.
I believe this is his first MZ race. He's not had a huge experience of this little bike at all. I think yesterday was the first time he was out on the sucker, and now he's leading the way. But Alex Mann is going out in a minute. I'm the championship elect, so I want the lead back. And they come across the line this time, and they were separated by 0.08 of a second.
Arnie Carr's got a run here, potentially on Hudson Cooper. I don't think he's quite close enough to make a challenge, is he? He's tucked in tight in the slipstream, but I think the line there will just come in time for Hudson Cooper, who takes another win in the ACU Team Green Junior Championship, and it's safe to say he's pretty happy with that result.
Well, they've got every reason to be very happy indeed with that particular result, and that will now open up again. Where did Travis Rucker finish? In 4th place?
Fifth place on the last lap, Keith, yeah.
So that's 11, so it's a 14-point advantage, so that's going to mean that 172 points is the gap with 175 left on the table. So basically, Hudson's just got to finish the next race.
As we do have the red lights on, red lights out, and we are racing for the ACU Team Green Kawasaki's, and that's a good start there for Hudson Cooper there, isn't it, Nick?
That's a great start from Hudson, up the inside a second. Arnie got a whole shot, amazing little rider, and he is just full in line astern at the minute.
Certainly is, as they race through the dip and up towards Druids. Then
obviously the championship's kind of gone for me now, but we'll be out in warm-up in the morning, then on the grid for tomorrow. So yeah, can't wait to get battling with the front 3 tomorrow.
Good man. At the end of
Hudson's just taken that into Paddock Hill, but there's all 3 going up into Druids. They're next to each other there. Greg round the outside there. Arnie's up the inside.
Looks like the Cooper has just gone on the brakes a little bit earlier there, but that'll set them up nicely for the run out of Druids as the MZs come across the line at the end of lap number 1. But it's Arnie Carr from 95, Greg Marshall 217, Hudson Cooper up next ahead. I think that's Ruben Bray and Travis Rucker. But Greg Marshall looking to line up Arnie Carr as he come out of Graham Hill Bend and on towards Surtees on the second lap. But no, Arnie Carr just lays it over the front of the number 95.
You've got to give it to Greg as well. He's on the higher bike this weekend. We know Greg as well. He's podium finisher in the Super Teen Series at BSB this year. He can properly ride a bike. So yeah, exciting times in this.
Class act, isn't it? Nick, from your point of view, of course, you've got your man out there, Hudson Cooper, who fights on circuit with the likes of Lewis Jones, and the experience of Lewis, I'm sure that brings on Hudson as well.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. Lewis is a quality rider, British Junior Supersport rider, wasn't he? So yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Certainly works well for him in future seasons as well, but it's looking good for him at the moment because Hudson Cooper, number 217, he's in 2nd position at the moment. He's just managed to find a way through on Greg Marshall, Travis Rucker and Ruben Bray, but at the front Arnie Carr is looking to escape that quartet.
but yeah, I'll tell you the other rider I just want to give a quick shout out to. I know he rides for us, but is Lucas King. So back in, he done Snetterton earlier in the year, first time back on the bike, and it's his bike as well. They've bought a bike, and again, real young, coming into it, and yeah, he's doing really well.
Is he 13, 14 years old?
13, yeah, 13, 6th place, and doing decent lap time. So yeah, really pleased with that.
There's a proper little scrap for the lead here.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
Oh, it looks like Ruben Bray trying to find a way through on Travis Rooker for 4th position, but Travis Rooker's got some good drive through the dip here, almost alongside Greg Marshall as he go in towards Druids.
He'll have to be brave around the outside of Greg, that's for sure.
He really will, wouldn't he? But
he's
going to give it a go.
Sticking it out.
Cool, he's got he's
on
the green stuff.
Green.
Yeah, unfortunately that didn't pay off there for Travis Rooker, but fair play to Travis. He gave it a good go.
Yeah, he gave it a very good go there. You want to be out there with that, didn't you?
Yeah,
guarantee you.
To be fair, I think Travis might be making up for earlier on because obviously I started the back of the grid.
The biggest lead we've seen all race.
Yeah, he looks really comfortable on the bike as well. He's hitting all of his markers. He's doing really well.
So on to the bottom straight then, in towards sector number 2 for the penultimate time there. It's personal best, in fact, on that lap for Arnie Carr. And last time around, he set the fastest lap of a race of a 55.318. So
he done a 54 in the last race, didn't he? So
they're not.
That is getting on. Early 55s is quick around here, especially in the conditions like that. It's a little bit windy, a little bit cold, so it's good.
It really is. As looking at the previous lap records, of course, we're in the 54s for the lap records.
Ruben's up the inside. Ruben, is that up the inside of?
Yeah, I think Hudson's dropped Hudson back to 4th, but I think he's seen the last lap flag and he's just got to get another lap under his belt, and he's a champion.
And
so
exactly, that's what it's about, isn't it?
Absolutely.
He's listened to you, Nick, to be quite honest.
It's all, sorry?
I think he's listened to you.
Well,
in this,
I hope so.
Yeah.
We always have a pre-brief and a debrief before and after each race, and we set a plan in motion, and at the minute it seems to be working. Travis is right on it. Yeah,
he certainly is. He wants a bit of the action as well as to go on towards 13th. What will be the final time? Ruben Bray is through.
Yeah, Travis has gone around the outside.
So the back marker. He's just hampered Travis Rooker there as he goes to the outside. Does he? No, Hudson Cooper, I thought he'd try and retaliate, but he knows what he's got to do.
He's got one corner left, and
here he comes around clearways on towards Clark Curve. So the victory will go to the number 83 of Arnie Carr, who continues the 1st and 2nd positions in every race he's finished. But it will be the championship for the number 217 of Hudson Cooper, and that is a great way and a great race there for Hudson Cooper. Brilliant stuff, and the t-shirts already sorted.
T-shirts are out.
For both of you.
Well, I tell you what, the problem is no point in getting him up here because that is the last race. So that's fantastic achievement, 3 in a row. That's very remarkable stuff. No, thanks for coming up. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it, Lewis.
We ain't got time to talk about the grid because we're going to get underway. Who's going to get the hook up there? Who's made the start there, Brad?
Yeah, looks like Arnie Carr, number 83, has made a good start there. Ruben Bray, number 112. I'm not sure what happened there, but he didn't make a very good start at all because Travis Rooker has slotted into 3rd position. That's
fantastic stuff. Just looking
for
how close you like your racing.
Greg Marshall, Ruben Bray, but Travis Rooker takes 2 for the price of 1 as he can now takes 2nd position on circuit and of course 2nd in class as well. So Ruben Bray there, Greg Marshall locking elbows almost, but keep it rubber side down. Ruben Bray has the outside line, tries to go the long way around on Travis Rooker, but no way through. The Swedish rider has got that inside line covered on both Druids and Grand Hill Bend, but Ruben Bray around the outside, no way through. Travis, does he run wide? No, keeps it all in line. So
this actually is Alex. He hasn't been too challenged lately, particularly since Andy Wales hurt himself, and it is Woolley who now leads as they make their way around Grand Hill Bend. That distinctive white element of Alex Mann keeping it tight, trying to pick up a little bit of a toe there as these two go for the battle.
Ninja's fighting for 2nd place. It's too wide as they go in towards Druids, but the 95 of Greg Marshall has it covered. Greg Marshall holds on to 2nd place ahead of Ruben Bray and Travis Rooker, and these guys really are starting to beat each other up because Ruben Bray looks for the inside, not close enough to outbreak him in towards Graham Hill Bend, and Travis Rooker gets a little bit more momentum, a little bit more drive on the exit of Graham Hill Bend, heading towards Surtees, but no opportunity.
And those as well as Kent and Ryan coming across the line nose to tail again. They were separated by second.
Caleb Wright and John Ashby separated by 200ths of a second. That is for the final top 5 position in the MZs as well.
Always someone to play with in these battles as well. We're running out of time as well. 8 laps into this 12-lap encounter. Since there as they go past on Patrick Kling, one of the slower Ninja riders as well. The yellow flags are still out there.
Last lap, so we do have one more lap to go. Arnie Carr is across the line with a 4.7 second advantage, so he's looking good for another victory in the ACU Team Green Juniors, but the fight for 2nd position is still on. Greg Marshall lost a little bit of time on that previous lap.
But Clearways, is he going to try and get the cut back and get the downhill run? That's the trick, particularly with these low power bikes. That seems to be what he's trying to do. He's going to go for the inside there. Arnie Carr takes the win. Well done, lad. Here we go. He's working the slipstream, but it's not going to happen, I'm afraid. So, no, it doesn't come together at the end there. So, Ruben Bray does finish 2nd ahead of Travis Rooker and then Marshall. Go on, mate.
Back with the MZs and across the line there, it was revs rise. Here we go.
And away we go. Can anybody take the fight to Arnie Carr? Because I have to say, without Hudson Cooper in the mix, he really is the class of the field. I don't know if Hudson's going to be watching the sidelines, but I imagine these two could be fighting each other for many years to come in various formula as they go up the hill for the first time. We get ready to get the MZs underway. So I saw the two
down, and look at that. It's a real freight train coming across the line now. The top 5 separated by 0.2 of a second. Lucas King right there in 6th position. He's 5th in class because the man in front, number 30, Lewis Jones, he is a senior, but Ruben Bray leads the way from Travis Rooker in 2nd, but up the inside goes Travis. He takes the race lead away from Ruben. Oh, that's so close there. Ruben tries to get the cutback, but Travis just rails it around the outside, holds on to the race lead. Arnie Carr in
and looking very strong coming out of Graham Hill, and behind them that battle between Kent Ashmead and the rest, very close indeed, but the battle at the front of these ninjas, absolutely phenomenal. Load orange vest. Geez, I'd hate to see somebody with experience get in there. They get well beaten up. Who led it over the line this time? Was that Carr again, mate?
No, it's Ruben Bray who's leading the way. So Ruben, who before this weekend hadn't got better than a 3rd, he took 2 seconds so far this weekend, but right now he leads the way, but Arnie Carr is thinking about that race lead.
Oh, he's not quite close enough. Can't kind of tell you what, he's been compromised on the exit there. So fair play, we've seen that quite a number of times. You go for the inside pass, you think better, but you'll lose a 1/10 of a second, or Lewis is smaller than any of these guys. Who's that going for the outside move there?
That's Lucas King on the outside, and he's riding the white line all the way around. He can't do it around the outside of Lewis Jones. Surely not.
He
slots
can't,
into 2nd place. He's going to give it a go, Keith. He's going to get that later apex and try and get the cutback underneath Lewis. He's in prime position here to outbreak Lewis Jones in towards Druids, and he duly does so. So Lucas King, bike number 16.
Back markers are going to come into play as well at the bottom of the hill here, I think. Talk about consequences. These guys don't know the meaning of the word. It's just one more that's very difficult for them to spell, basically. Here we come then. The back marker is going to get well and truly punched past on the short straight between where are we? Graham Hill and, of course, Surtees. And everybody's safely passed, certainly top 5 very safely passed, top 6 going to be number 7's going to get held up on quite a bit as he goes around the outside there, coming off of Clark Curve though. Again, is side-by-side stuff. More back markers are going to come into play in the very near future as well. These guys are absolutely flying, and is that Lucas King who's taken over the front running?
Certainly is. I was just having a look at the standings, and Lucas King hasn't won a race. Ruben Bray hasn't won a race, and you know they just want it as well, because Arnie Carr is getting a little bit beaten up here. Whether they made a change to the bike or whether it's a tyre going off ever so slightly, you wouldn't have thought so on these 300cc machines.
Looking at the backing up
Travis
behind the
Rooker up the inside of 2 of them at Druids. Travis Rooker, that was a brilliant move there. He's up to 2nd position overall. They're getting into the thick of things now with the MZs.
There, but I would imagine they're going to regroup because this lot are tripping each other up as they come across the line, 3 abreast, quite literally. Leading this time it is Bray, King, Rooker, Carr, Jones, Marshall, Wingate. And they go into Paddock Hill Bend. It really is about these top half dozen or so. Marshall, there it is in 6th place ahead of Wingate. So Isabel can't quite hang on to the tailcoats, which is doing very well indeed. Certainly the leading female rider in this particular race as we come down the hill once again.
Travis Rooker hasn't won a race either. He was 2nd a lap ago. Now he's down into 5th place because it's Lucas King from Lewis Jones who gets a little bit better drive on the exit of Graham Hill Bend.
Actually, sorry man, I did Isabel a disservice there. She is on the tail. She's in the slipstream.
She is.
Sorry, I thought she was a bit further back than that. I was getting confused with the back markers. So no, you're right. Isabel Wingate is in a position where she could be fighting for a podium very shortly indeed, because this is all 7 bikes are fighting it.
3 wide around Clark Curve as it comes through the front straight. So coming around then, we will be starting the penultimate lap, and Lucas King and Lewis Jones, they're almost side by side. Ruben Bray in 3rd. Travis Rooker, he's in 4th at the moment as they go 4 wide in towards Paddock Hill Bend. And it will be Isabel Wingate who just has to force to slot back at the back of the group, but it is Lucas King from Lewis Jones. Arnie Carr is down into 5th position. This battle of 6 as they come across the line. In fact, it's a battle of 7.
They're so close, we don't realise how many bikes are in that group, do we? That's the problem I was running into, looking at them from a distance.
So Lucas King, he leads the way. That is Ruben Bray, who's in 2nd place, looking for the inside line. There he goes. He's going to outbrake his rival, is he? No, Lucas King, number 16, he's late on the brakes. I think that's Travis. No, it's Arnie Carr round the outside of
coming
Ruben
down the hill.
Bray.
Is he going to go brave on the inside?
Oh, there he goes. He's into the race lead.
That blue wheel in front. I tell you what, where was he at the end of that lap?
He was 4th.
He was 4th. Well, guess what? Arnie Carr, he's going to hold on to that 1st or 2nd, surely. One more back marker or no, I don't think they're going to come into play here. This is a brilliant race, and I'm going to talk about the other race behind them. Unfortunately, this is too exciting. I really feel sorry for the MZs because Wooly and Man are having an amazing battle. We'll talk about those in just a moment. because over the line then here comes this fantastic 7-way freight train. What a 14-wheeler, what an exciting race. Arnie Carlo, he's happy, and he's got every reason to be happy. That's going to be the toughest win he'll have in quite a while.
Properly. Well, somebody's one of the rookies there. He'll probably be getting a penalty, but we won't worry about him. I think from the middle, is that Lucas getting the jump there by the look of it?
Yeah, it is Lucas in first there.
So your eyesight's probably a lot better than mine, because Bradley's is, and yours is probably better than his. And yeah, that's Travis and Lewis going for you. Lewis in second, yeah. Now we can pick them up on this camera here as they come down through the Craner curves, where of course we've seen so many incidents. The MZs get underway. Alex Mann not off to the best of starts there, though I think he might hold the outside line as they go down into Redgate for the first time. And yep, Alex Mann, the champion, proving why he start. There we go, he's being prompted now.
That's King breakaway a little bit more there. He'll be worked off with that part of the race.
Well, the one to watch, who's that getting the fastest sector time? It's Lewis Jones with the fastest sector time. Tripped the timing beam over the back just before Coppers there. So I think Arnie's going to be playing catch up. What's the fastest lap there by Lewis?
Fastest lap, Lewis.
The purple there, mate.
Yeah, 1:23.1.
23.1. I'm just trying to. What's the lap record? You probably know that off the top of your head.
22.9.
22.9 we're looking for. Okay, so a little bit of time to find as they come across the line. Once again, call them across the line there, mate.
So we've got King, Jones, Rooker, McCarthy, Carr, Marshall.
Be able to regain the pull out of the pit lane there. So Arnie Carr has indeed done the fastest sector time there in the first sector. He now backs that up to the fastest lap. What time? 22.4.
Yeah,
so Mike is picked up quickly out the way as
up and okay there.
He's up and absolutely okay. Just a little bit of work for, no doubt, the parents to do, because it's usually the parents that have to sort these messes out, isn't it? We get a knowing nod in the background there. Hope here at Donington Park they wouldn't, but you're right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the slower MZs coming into play there, because these guys setting what a pace. So it's coming over across the line. The let's see, top three are separated by about, let's pull it out to the top four. So who that is, looks like one of our novice riders once again. We'll have to wait and see who's dropping down the timing order, because unfortunately somebody won't be finishing this race. We are now 5 laps into the race, so next time round we are going to be getting the elusive last lap flag out. Very close to the lap record. We need to be in the 21s to be on that sort of pace, but Arnie Carr, he's looking to keep that pretty much unbroken record of first or second in every single race. Do you think he might have challenged you for the championship if you've got a better start to the year at all, Hudson?
Yeah, I reckon if he could have started earlier on, due to the age, that's why he started on.
It was an age thing with him. Oh yeah, okay, cheers.
So.
Yeah, okay. So there we go. So yeah, way back when. We got a red flag, unfortunately. So that's going to be call the ball as far as that one goes, which.
Of course, it will be a split start grid. The MZ will set off afterwards, but the red lights are on. Out they go, and we are racing for the second time today for the ACU Team Green Juniors and Seniors. And Lewis Jones there right in the middle as they race towards Redgate for the first time of 7.
We can't even see the last corner up here, so we're just hoping and everybody gets through it so we don't have to commentate on something.
Looks like Lucas King does have the advantage and is going through the right-left flip-flop on the Robert chicane. That is most certainly Annabelle McCarthy.
Second,
In second place, Lewis Jones. Travis Rooker there, bike number 7. He is third of the juniors, but 4th overall ahead of Sid Marshall.
He's having a really good weekend, Sid. That's a proper good ride for Sid. I'm pleased for him.
Certainly is. He qualified, he went 6th quickest in the race earlier on today. That gave him the edge of row number 2, but he's up into 5th position now.
I think he's right on the back of Lucas now.
Well, Lewis Jones has gone purple in second. Close enough to make a challenge. It's a shake of the head from Hudson Cooper in the commentary box here, as Lucas King, number 16, holds on to the advantage. So 3 laps complete and 4 to go, but it is Lewis Jones who is marginally quicker on that previous lap, only by 0.02.
Wow, that is close. The thing Lucas has got to understand is he doesn't actually need to fight with Lewis, because obviously Lewis is in the seniors, isn't he? So
I think you know better than most. I think it's a bike in front, isn't it?
Without a doubt, but we work on that as well. So so fight who you need to fight, don't fight who you don't need to fight, bring the bike home.
And it's Lewis Jones who's looking for a challenge again.
Here as well. Annabelle's on the inside.
Annabelle's looking for it. Is she? It's going to be a close one, but Lewis Jones just chops the nose off there, and you can see
Travis Rooker there is right on the back now due to that that failed move on there.
And that's all it takes, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah,
you just look for the move, get the nose chopped off, and you just lose that little bit of momentum, and then all of a sudden you've got a Swedish Travis Ruckers right on your rear wheel.
And Travis is nothing but brave, so if there's a gap, he will take it without a doubt.
Certainly is. He is 1 minute 22.921 on that previous lap. In fact, he's the only man in the 22s on that previous lap this year. Do you want to be in front as you approach the slower rider, or would you rather be in second position as you approach the slower rider?
Yeah, it really does just depend on the circumstances, really. I personally prefer to be in front and try and control the situation overall, and maybe if you need to slow down, then maybe you make yourself a little bit wider to try and not let the riders behind pass you whilst you're slamming on the anchors, really. But yeah, it's kind of a mix.
I think they're all
just on that, yeah. So Lewis and Lucas actually managed to get through at the top of Hollywood, and Annabelle went up the inside into Old Hairpin. The two behind didn't unfortunately get through, but obviously they'll get the run up through the long lefts through Stark and whatnot.
Looks like somebody when the second place comes across the line. We'll talk more about them in just a moment as they start their final lap. But in towards the chicane then, who will come out on top? It's going to be the number 16 of Lucas King. He's got it pinned and he's tucked in tight, but there's nothing from Lewis Jones. So it's Lucas King again. Third position will go to Sid Marshall. So Sid Marshall takes third position in the juniors ahead of Annabelle McCarthy.
Do you know, where is the checker flag? It's down there, isn't it?
Right down here.
Oh, right down there.
Right in front of us.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
No. Only reason I just as Sid come through the last corner, he got like literally to the back of the grid and then sat up. I'm like, I think he thinks the checker flag's down there.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't really need to beat each other because they're the first across the checker flag, and that's a great start. Lewis has got a great start off into the first corner. Then they go disappearing into the mist.
It's like Lucas has been swallowed up a little bit.
Yeah, he's just he has just taken a little bit, but it's
that looks like Lewis in first there.
He's away, isn't he? Yeah, and he's got his seen that when Ninja Riders come to us on the big circuits, on the big bikes, you've already been racing for 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, you've come through mini moto, you've done a bit of motocross and pit bikes, and so your mindsets in terms of the racing as the MZs go off, then it's. This is gonna end up in a cracking little battle, I think.
Yeah, it is.
As people start to get the feel for it, and it looks like it's raining just a little bit more out there. The conditions looks like Rook is still leading the way.
Yeah.
According to the
0.78 gap.
Yeah, on the first timing sheet. Here we go, coming through Robert now.
Wow.
So the first three are beginning to make a little bit right. It's a little bit fast moving up into second there. And I think that's
That's Garrett, Rooker, Omrod and Gleeson. That's top four.
Rook has just moved up into second place there.
Andy Wales, before he's found it himself, he's won some races. And we see a certain Mr. C. Kent winning a race way back at Alton Park, back in the deep dark ages as well there, Mr. Kent. So well done to you, sir. Hey, mate. The great Mario Andretti said once that some days they come easy, some days they come hard. You've just got to take them whichever way they land. It's as simple as that, isn't it, Hudson?
Yeah.
If you look at the pace of that number 27 machine, he's coming very quickly indeed, so we might well encounter those guys as backmarkers. So
I don't know, how do you feel about that, Chris? Obviously you're losing a racing lap, but if you're in a good position and the race is over that little bit quicker, it takes the pressure off, doesn't it? Ryan's got one more lap to hold on to it as the leader in the Ninjas comes across the line. Alfred Garrett comes across the line, takes his first ever win in the Ninjas. He'll be so pleased, and I know the paddock will be very happy for him.